We all have them in our lives. People who ask if they can share something with you, and you know exactly what is coming. A harsh, unnecessarily unkind monologue designed to blame you for everything that they wish to project upon you, wrapped up in the guise of honesty. Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Shafer of Talks with Dr. Shafer. I'm so glad you're here. I'm a physician, mom, life coach, musician, author, publisher, and I am passionate about helping you reclaim your story so that you can build your most beautiful future. Now, today, on another short talk here on Talks with Dr. Shafer that we have every Thursday where you enjoy podcasts, we are going to be talking about another concept to help us master our mindset and reclaim those stories that we so wish to live. And today on this short talk, we are going to be discussing how to deal with the person who weaponizes the concept of honesty. We all have them in our lives, people who ask if they can share something with you, and you know exactly what is coming. A harsh, unnecessarily unkind monologue designed to blame you for everything that they wish to project upon you, wrapped up and delivered in the guise of honesty. But it does not require being unkind to be honest. It does not mean hurting someone to tell them the truth. When we wish to become closer to someone, there may be times that we need to share something with them. We may have omitted something previously that needs to be addressed. We may have made a mistake that we need to discuss, or they in turn may have hurt us, and we feel we need to explain the impact their actions or statements had upon us so that we can move forward to avoid such disconnection in the future. Now, such communication, to be effective, is structured in a way to deliver our message as clearly and kindly as possible to focus on future repair. Our goal is to increase understanding, to form deeper connections and repair after conflicts. Yet there are people who will frame blame, shame, and cruelty as if it is an opportunity for them to be honest. And if you are a person who leads with honesty in your life, who takes people at face value and gives them the benefit of the doubt, you may mistakenly entertain these ill-intended words and unkindness as truth. The danger in this lies in the ingredients of the dish. You cannot take poison and make a healthy meal out of it. If we conceptualize difficult conversations as if it were a meal designed with ingredients that we need to absorb and try to put them together in such a way that they are not only nutritious but also more palatable, it makes it understandable why, when discussing difficult topics, we can communicate more effectively when we are intentional about our delivery. We choose the right time. We're mindful of our tone and body language and other cues of communication. We lean into words and phrases that build our connection rather than break it. Because honesty and truth-telling is something that is done out of love. Many people will lie to us in our lifetimes, in big ways and small ways, every single day. They'll tell us they like our outfit, then mock us to their friends. They will not tell us we have spinach in our teeth right before we go on stage. They will say it's nice to see us, then roll their eyes at what we say. They will seem to support us at work, then undercut us with our boss and colleagues. And these mixed signals are some of the most dangerous ones in relationships because they set us up to follow that person's cues of warmth and honesty, which we hold in high esteem and value greatly, but then intermittently present us with cues in direct contradiction to those positive ones. This makes us wonder, do they really like us? What did we do wrong that their feelings about us changed? But the truth is, their feelings about us did not change. Only the signals that they were sending to us changed. So when that person comes to you saying they just want to be honest and talk to you about something, and you already know that they are asking permission to unleash unrequested and unnecessary advice or feedback that will not help you become more informed and better able to connect with them, but rather leave you feeling demolished and unworthy, it is important to remember that you have a choice as to whether you want to have this conversation at all. You don't have to have conversations that are constructed to demoralize you and put you down. Those discussions are not helpful towards making you better or improving your relationship with this individual. The fact that this person feels the need to take you down in the name of improving your relationship or honesty is a sign that the relationship is not one of mutual benefit or respect. If we care for someone and have gotten into a disagreement with them, for example, our nervous system sends us distress signals, similar to as if we were in physical trouble to our life and limb. We want to resolve that issue because community, connection, and relationships are vital to our survival. This is why our brains are wired to repair. But not every relationship is healthy or good or safe for us and our nervous systems. And not every relationship serves us when we go on our journey to healing our nervous system and relearning how to respond to negative inputs in our environment, including those from relationships that are harming us more than helping us. And sometimes when we know what the outcome to engaging in this honest conversation will be, the honest response to their bid to bring us down is a simple no, thank you. Can I give you some unrequested advice? No, thank you. Can I give you some feedback? No, thank you. Not all advice is meant to help you. Some suggestions are poison to take you down, not nutrition to build you up. Sometimes the recipe is packed with sugar that is trying to disguise the poison they're delivering. And it is important to understand that it is not someone's job to not give you the poison. Now, in an ideal world, we would all treat one another with the utmost respect and honesty in our discourse, yes. But our nervous systems were designed to help us identify threats, to signal uneasiness to us when someone is saying one thing, but showing us through their body language or actions that they are being inconsistent between what they think or feel about us and what they are presenting to us. Instead of not trusting ourselves when this happens and ignoring these signals, wondering why their feelings about us have changed, which erroneously places the responsibility for their actions onto us, we are better served and more accurately able to assess other people's intentions and meaning if we focus on examining what they are saying and doing and keeping the focus on what that tells us about them, not about us. Because everything someone says or does speaks to who they are, and the responsibility to keep yourself safe and focused on your healing, health, and locked into relationships and habits that help build you up on your path to achieving your goals, that responsibility is yours and yours alone. So that person who is sending you those mixed cues, who may have hurt you before, who says they like you but takes every opportunity to make you feel less than, that person is not your person. That person has a lot of work to do on themselves, and they are the only one who can decide to do it. But you being at a place where you can recognize the difference between a relationship focused on mutual respect and growth versus a relationship that requires you to minimize yourself and take blame and shame to make the other person feel better about themselves. Your being able to identify those conversations and relationships shows incredible growth in your mindset and in your commitment to healthy relationships and communication. You saying no to conversations that do not serve to communicate with respect and the intention to grow, learn, and improve, be it our personal or professional development, means that you are learning to set appropriate boundaries and learning to practice self-regulation and mastery of your own nervous system. You are choosing to protect your energy and not lose your forward momentum to get stuck in someone else's cyclone of dysregulation. And now you have so much more energy left to build relationships and work towards achieving your goals. And that is awesome. I hope this short talk today helps you. If you are feeling conflicted about some relationships in your life, it may benefit you to consider what signals your nervous system sends you when you interact with this person or people. Is your nervous system giving you danger signals? If so, it may be time to evaluate the relationship and, as always, listen to the wisdom of your body and nervous system and trust that it wants to keep you safe. That is its first and foremost job. Learning to understand the signals our nervous system is sending us is key in living in a more aware state and making choices with intention to build our most beautiful future and find peace in our present. On my YouTube channel, Talks with Dr. Shafer, I will be airing a demo of a song I wrote decades ago about a very dysfunctional relationship that I experienced long-term growing up. The song demonstrates how the mixed signals can lead someone to form codependency and an urge to work hard to attain acceptance and love from someone who simply isn't able to do so. I hope that this song and the lyrics are helpful to you in considering times in your life where you felt confused in a relationship. As we grow, we begin to understand that these feelings were a normal and expected response to receiving those hurtful and inconsistent inputs from someone committed to misunderstanding for their own reasons, someone who often packaged shame and blame as, "Can I give you some advice?" or "I just need to tell you the truth." You know your truth. Don't abandon yourself and commit to listening to your body as it helps guide you to a safer, healthier life. Thank you so much for joining me for today's show. Please subscribe to the show so that you don't miss our upcoming inspiring guest episodes with people who have reclaimed their story and are living incredible and inspiring lives, and short talks like today, where we work on mastering our mindset from a neuroscience-informed perspective. And let me know what your takeaways were from today's episode through the comments, both under the show on YouTube, Spotify, as well as on all of our social media platforms. You can find me on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you again, storytellers, for being here. I'm really excited. As we are heading into the spring, I'm going to be gearing up a promotional tour for my book, The Boy and His Brightly Colored Blocks, and I'm going to be sharing more with you about that in coming weeks. The Boy and His Brightly Colored Blocks is a beautifully illustrated book featuring the work of Ukrainian artist Katerina Valerieva, who helps bring to life the colorful adventures of the boy who loves his brightly colored blocks, but really dislikes anything that pulls him away from them, and transitions as well. Those of us with children in our lives may have experienced children who have a really tough time with transitions. And this story is a love story to those of you who are navigating this with your children. This story helps illustrate a day in the life of a child who really tries to avoid demands whenever possible and receives a lot of love and support from his mother along the way. It serves not only as a really fun and humorous tale to share with your children who may also have a tough time with transitions and being told what to do, to connect with them through that shared experience, but also as a hug to parents and caregivers who are navigating sometimes difficult days with children who have a tough time with transitions and reassuring them, hey, you're doing a great job. Keep going. They are learning. Even in those moments where you think that they aren't, they are learning from your steady, patient presence. You're doing great. I'm so excited to share more with you about this passion project of my first illustrated children's book this spring. Thank you so much for being here, storytellers. Until next time, stay safe and take care. I'll talk to you soon.